A lot of people are moving to Tampa right now, but the buyers who end up with more space and better long-term value aren't always choosing Tampa itself. They're quietly moving just east of the city, and if you want land, breathing room, and a smart long-term play, this is why. Tampa's median home price is hovering around the mid-400s, and after a big wave of migration over the past few years, the pace has recently slowed. But what I'm seeing with buyers is this. They still want to live near Tampa, they just don't necessarily want to live in Tampa anymore. I'm Chelsea Rose with Aquaterra Realty here in Tampa Bay, and I was born and raised right here in Zephyrhills. I've watched cow pastures turn into neighborhoods my entire life, and I've watched where that pattern is moving next. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 3 big reasons growth and smart buyers are moving east, and one mindset shift that helps clients make really good decisions. Pasco County has grown significantly over the past decade and is projected to keep growing in a big way over the next 15 to 20 years. That growth isn't random, and it's moving east. Infrastructure is expanding, new schools are opening, roads are widening, and development is following demand. Buyers, investors, and builders are paying attention to that pattern. If you think in 5, 10, 15 years ahead, it's worth asking, where are the new schools actually being built? Where are the new medical centers and employers planning expansions? Where is there still land available for future growth? Over and over, the answer keeps pointing east of Tampa. First, space. For the price of a smaller lot home closer to downtown Tampa, many buyers are finding larger lots, sometimes even acreage, east of the city. We're talking half acres or multi-acre properties. Detached garages or workshops, RV and boat parking, fewer HOA restrictions. One recent buyer of mine was deciding between a small lot home in Carrollwood and a similar sized home east of Tampa. Same budget, similar square footage, but east of the city they gained a half-acre lot, room for a detached garage, privacy they simply couldn't get closer in. 6 months later, what they talk about most isn't the house, it's the land. Reason number 2, long-term value. Pasco County has grown dramatically over the past few decades, and projections show continued expansion. Buyers thinking long-term are paying attention to infrastructure investment, employment corridors, school expansions, available land supply. When you zoom out on both the map and the timeline, growth continues moving east. This is where you're seeing move-up buyers positioning early, investor buying ahead of the development, families asking what will this look like in 10 to 15 years. It's not just about what the home is worth today, it's about what the area is becoming. Reason number 3, lifestyle. Not everyone moving to Tampa wants the energy 24/7. Some people want access, not immersion. They want to drive to Tampa for dinner or a game, then come home to quiet, see stars instead of streetlights, hear crickets instead of traffic. Living near Tampa doesn't have to mean living in density. In Zephyrhills, East Pasco County, and even towards Brooksville, buyers are finding something different. Proximity without pressure, access without intensity, and for many families that balance exactly what they're looking for. When my clients are exploring east of Tampa, we talk about 3 big questions. How much land or lot size do you actually want to maintain? What commute time are you realistically comfortable with day in and day out? 10 years from now, will you wish you had more space or more walkability? There are no right or wrong answers, but your answers to those questions usually tell us whether Zephyrhills, East Pasco, or even areas towards Brooksville should be in the mix, or whether you'd be happier staying closer in. If you're researching land or larger properties anywhere in Florida, I created a free Florida land buyer guide. It walks you through zoning, flood zones, wells, septic systems, and how to evaluate land before you buy so you don't end up with expensive surprises. I'll link it here below. Grab it while you're here, especially if you're even thinking about acreage or big lots. If you're seriously exploring east of Tampa, whether it's acreage, larger lots, or simply more breathing room near the city, my team and I would love to help you navigate it the right way. Download the Florida Land Buyer Guide, and if you're ready for a conversation, you can also use the info below to set up a quick call so we can talk through the areas that match how you live. Land and space near Tampa aren't just about today's lifestyle. They're about where you want your life to be 10 years from now. Download the Florida Land Buyer Guide below, and when you're ready to turn ideas into an actual move, reach out and we'll map out your best options east of Tampa.